yeah, like the coffee in the moment gave me this feeling of like, oh, I love this. And it makes me feel good, but it was very short term. So I had to think in like long term, like that me actually removing the trips to the coffee stand was actually contributing to my future dreams. So I come today to talk about what does living in abundance mean? I want to talk about more than just that. So let me just minimize that screen. Okay, got it. So check out my makeup for my photo shoot. It looks amazing. I'm like, I want to wear it all day long. Okay, so abundance. Yeah, this is what abundance looks like. Just kidding. Okay, done. All right, just joking. Okay, so I'm going to actually address a couple of the questions that were put on the thread of what y'all wanted me to talk about. And I thought that this one kind of had all of it. So hi, if this is your first time seeing me, welcome. I'm Zoe. I'm the Conscious Money Creator, and I basically help people become more conscious about how they think, feel, speak, act with money, so that you can, like, you know, have an amazing relationship with money and make more money if you want to, spend more money with freedom, no more guilt, you know, like just really live a life that is of freedom, you know, freedom. We want freedom. Okay, so I'm going to drop the link to all of my links, one link to all of my links. I'm always here to help you in any way you want. And so that will be available for you. I just want to get this out of the way and give this to you now. And then we're going to move forward. So I've got a couple of free things like my ebook. You can grab that if you want. It's all on this one link. And Movement Momentum Money, my business container. I'm also a business coach. That's a thing too. And I didn't say that, but there we go. Okay, so there I am live. There I am. Here I am on the screen. Okay, great. I want to pull up the question thread. We're going to get started, I promise. I lost it. I lost the question thread. Somebody posted a really cute baby in the group. That's super cute. So what is, I know, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm being silly. What does living in abundance mean? So as soon as I read that question, and I want to come from a place of, you know, sharing my experience, I think that that's always really helpful, because I don't think that, I mean, I don't think it is the same for everybody all the time, but, okay. So what does living, this is Cherish Ward. She wanted this. I know, I totally am. You're right. I'm going to tag everyone. And, or maybe I'm not, because it's not letting me. Okay, that's fine. I will later. All right. So what does it look like? What does living in abundance mean? I hear this on so many, I hear so many people mention this in the manifestation community and don't fully grasp what that means. So I was specifically thinking of an example of what I did when I was trying to do this. So yes, I want to share like what it's like for me now doing this, but I want to share from a place, a time in my life when I was going from totally, like, you have to know my background. If you don't know my background already, like I didn't grow up in abundance. I mean, yes, I actually did, looking back, and I know that now, but I grew up very, not a lot of money, not a lot of food, not a lot of love, not a lot of everything that I wanted, you know, but now have. So, you know, I basically the opposite of abundance is what I experienced for the first 30 years of my life, 31 years of my life about. So, I was thinking of the time when I went, I was asking for my financial breakthrough, and I did get it, right? So I got my financial breakthrough, and I was even sharing a story about this last week, another example, but anyways, and I was thinking about how I started making more money, but I still spent it all, and I was still having all the same issues. Okay. Because that's just what happens. And I'm going to try and not make this complicated because I basically you actually have to tell the truth to yourself. If you don't have a lot of money, but you're trying to have a lot of money and you're trying to like lift yourself up out of the situation that you find yourself in, which is what I was doing. I had to find a way of looking at things that was different, that allowed me to feel good about what I was doing. Now, I'm specifically talking about budgeting. And for the longest time, I never wanted to budget. I'm like, I don't have anything, you know, I barely have enough money to get by. It doesn't even fucking matter. Why would I budget? And then I started having a lot more money, and I still had the same issues. Because that's literally what fucking happens. We all know about lottery winners. They end up being either more in debt or right back to where they started within 5 years of winning the lottery, because they didn't deal with their conscious money creator part of them that everybody has. Okay. So in this time of my life, I had to make a decision, and I had to look at what I was spending my money on. What was abundance to me? To me. And one thing that I always did was I always fucking went and bought a coffee. Okay. I did this like every day, but I was like spending all this money on coffee at a coffee stand. Now you have to think of, what do you value? You have to think of, what do you value? So for me, all I really wanted at that time in my life was, I really wanted my coaching business. And I was working at Landmark. Missy, you know, hi Missy, hi Vanessa, and hi Persephone, hi Deborah Ann. I really wanted my coaching business. And so you have to look at, like, you have to open your eyes and view it in a wider way. Okay. The situation. So like the coffee in the moment gave me this feeling of like, oh, I love this. And it makes me feel good, but it was very short term. So I had to think in like long term, like that me actually removing the trips to the coffee stand was actually contributing to my future dreams. I hope this is making sense. And I am going to share more about what does living in abundance mean, because you really have to get that even the blood rushing through your veins is happening because your heart is beating. I don't know how many times a minute, but a lot. And are you thinking about it? Are you thinking about and consciously making your heart beat. No, you're not. That's one of the functions that's automatically happening in your body. So you have to educate yourself. There's an abundance of education on YouTube for free. And you just have to start looking at things differently. There's literally an abundance of education on YouTube for free. There's an abundance all around, and there's really just, you have to just switch the way you look at things. You have to, and you know, Dr. Wayne Dyer says this, he's my favorite. Rest in peace, Wayne. I know you're still with us, but he says, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Okay, so it's not like the things you look at change first. It's when you change the way that you look at things, then the things you look at change. It's your perception. That's what he's saying. It's your perception of things. So you have to actually, instead of, because we've all been looking for the lack, we've been seeing the lack. That's what we're trained to see. We're trained to see the things that we always see. And even when the abundance is there, you don't see it because you're so trained to see the lack. So you have to start to train yourself to see the abundance. So maybe even taking an affirmation and saying like, okay, I now start seeing the abundance that's all around me. I'm learning to see the abundance that's all around me. I'm getting better at seeing the abundance that's all around me. People keep talking about all this abundance that's all around me. I'm learning to see the abundance that's all around me. Oh, somebody in Mexico is calling me. Oh, shoot. God, I hope it's not Amazon. You guys, I'm in Mexico. I've been here for 5 months. I took the leap now like 7 months ago, traveled the world. Here I am, like I fucking leaped. This is a vortex here in Mexico, Playa del Carmen. And this is where I am, and I love it. It's home. I just ordered Amazon for the first time. It's funny, they were supposed to deliver this earlier because I ordered a gun, like a money gun for my photo shoot, and it didn't come in time. I just had my photo shoot this morning. So it looks like we're probably going to do a part 2 of this video, and that's okay. We're going to work with it because I'm going to go get my Amazon package, but I'm not going to sit here and have you stare at a blank screen with nobody on it. So I'm going to end this and I will come back. And just so that you come back and watch for the next part, like what we're going to talk about. So I want to answer Lisa May Hubie. I want to talk about how about surrendering, releasing attachment. So I want to talk a little bit about that. And then Dion Thickenin, she said, how about how to feel like $1 million before you have $1 million, dreaming of the bigger, finer things, but not from a place of lack. Okay, I want to talk about that. And then Cherish Ward, we're already talking about that, but this is all kind of in the same realm. And then Blair says, you seem to be getting sexier. Can you talk about that transformation? And this totally all of these can be connected. So if you want, come tune into that, and I'll be back shortly. I'm just going to go get the package, and I'll be back. I love y'all. See you soon.